getting on the cool side. So yeah, probably Tuesday or Thursday. It gives me Friday. I can do farm sim Saturday stream prep stuff if I have to on a Friday. Now the other good thing is I found a lot of wood that the previous, or lumber, that the previous owner left in our basement, which may have a good use as part of the frame for the model railway. So I'm not necessarily going to have to buy any more plywood immediately. I've still got 2 4x4 sheets, but I only have one. I've got one 180-degree arc to cut out of one, and then that's it. Or I think all my straight bits are good. Then I have to start assembling frame for it all to sit on. And I also figured out I need to build a test track, which is just basically a strip of wood with a strip of track on it, with a couple of wires that I can connect to control devices. I know my sound chip programmer needs a control track to run on, and I can put that on the desk up here. The sound chip programmer needs to be plugged into a PC, and all the PCs are up here, not in the basement. So and since I've discovered that the sound files that I was planning to buy at £35 a piece are now free from the sound chip manufacturer, I've got some locomotives that need sound chips installed. I've got sound chips, I haven't installed them yet because I don't, £35 per sound file. It's going to be expensive. That's about $50. But a free one I can accept free. Free is good. And we are draining speed a little bit. We're losing it down to about 6 miles an hour on that climb there. But we're not climbing straight up. And I'm going to have to do a headland at this end because those stripes aren't parallel on the turn. What I'll do is I'll call us fairly good for now. This is not going to be clean. Maybe it is. I don't know. Making a turn on. Yeah, no, that's not clean. That's fine. So I'm going to go back down the hill to the bottom, filling in the spaces. The first one I will skip for now. But yeah, as far as railroad are concerned, pretty much fun. I didn't take any of the freight contracts on the first day. I took them all on the second day after we'd got our reputation. which then meant that they weren't available till day 3. But I took them all at tier 3, which means they're worth more. You get more cars to deliver than you do at tier 1, and you can potentially get a bonus for timely delivery, which you don't get at tier 1 as well. So while I didn't get much in the way of cash on day 1 or day 2, by day 3 I was raking in a good amount of cash. I ordered the Ela bridge parts on day 1 and then got the exchange to deliver early, so I got that started on day 1 and day 2, and by day 3 Bryson was unlocked. But I'm still currently only running on the base, the Mogul G16 and the 10-wheeler, I think it's T17. They're not very capable, and because they're not very capable, I've decided not to do the Bryson West bridge repair until I get something that's capable of hauling a little bit more weight, because I know that first train's about 1,000 tons, and neither of the trains I have are capable of hauling 1,000 tons to Bryson in one go. And I have all the other Bryson deliveries to make as well. So it turned out, I think day 2 was about an hour. Day 1 was quite busy because you have to rescue the 10-wheeler, and day 3, 4, 5 and 6 are about 2.5 hours each, over 2.5 hours each. So I may be getting to the point where I stream for half a day at a time, just so I'm not dropping 3-hour streams to YouTube. I don't mind playing a 3-hour stream, and I might play for 3 hours. I might end the stream and restart it so that there's a clear definition of half a day, half a day. But still a fun game, lots and lots of updates since I last played it. So the sound files on the locomotives are much improved. And it's good. The AI's been improved. I think there's some other stuff, but lots of improvements. And it really turns out it's not a train driving sim, and it's not a sim where you build the railroad. It's basically, I mean, what you are building is scripted missions. It's more of a train management simulation, and the sort of the core guts of it are almost rearrange the blocks type puzzle games. You have a ton of rail cars and you have to figure out how to put them where they need to be. And ideally you want to do it as efficiently as possible, so it takes you less time to get it done. But there's no reward for being as efficient as possible or inefficient. It's just sort of frustration of, oh, I did that the wrong way, and it's going to take me a while to correct that. Okay, so I've ended up on completely the wrong side of the field. Okay, how are we going to do? Can we haul this 7 miles an hour up this hill? Surprisingly, I wonder if it's the tracks, but we're making headway. That's awesome. Okay, so while in technicality this tractor is just about capable of hauling this up the hill, It's not actually struggling. Now I do have quite a serious weight on the front. I think I've got the old, what's the weight? The class weight on the front of this. Because I had it after the Axion 800. So I just kept it. I don't see the point in just selling a... I'll just sell a weight because I need another one and it's got the wrong manufacturer's name on it. Okay, looks like I managed to get all of that corner. I should keep long hauler happy. I think what I'll do here, I've only got a single headland at the other end of this field. Might need to do another one. But I also need to do two here. What I plan to do here is I'm going to run this end straight down as well, like we did the other end. But we're actually 16 metres of ground into the field. Well, maybe not. Maybe 14 metres. But that's good. We'll lower that and get that on a 90-degree line again. Go. And go. So this will give me turnaround room at this end. And then I'll just fill in this triangle here. This is not going to be very friendly. Okay. Oh, I missed a bit in the corner. Gotcha. Oops, that was painful. So as I understand it, Oxygen David has got a map semi-ready for FarmSim 25. Even that said, it's usually not until after Christmas that he has his first map released, but it's not far off. I will probably not be streaming that map because everybody and his brother will be YouTubing or streaming that map as soon as it's released. I mean, while it's, yeah, I can only take a map for so much, so I will usually, if all of the common YouTubers are streaming one map, I'll watch one, maybe at the outside two of them. But really, you're getting to the point where it's just map overload. And there's only so many ways you can do a map. especially some of those early ones, which, while they're not notionally 2x maps, in reality they're like, you know, 1.75, 1.8. The map maker doesn't take you all the way to the edge of the map area, and it's just short. So I mean, it's like Old Stream Farm. I do enjoy Old Stream Farm, and there is Old Stream Farm Expanded. Now, what I might do is, if Old Stream Farm Expanded is released in Farm Sim 25, I might stream that one, because there's enough people who are streaming it now and probably won't stream it in Farm Sim 25. They'll pick something else. Oh, missed a bit. And fixed it. Okay, let's back it up a little. I think that engaged, that did not engage. Let's go forwards. Forwards is good. Get that wheel cranked over and yay. Alright. And the other good thing about this is it covers the field a lot more efficiently than the plough. I was thinking about getting the Lemken Titan, is it? I don't remember ploughs. No, don't sell it. It's mine. Yeah, the Titan 18. I do like that plough. And we got a small one. So normally what I've done in the past is put the Titan on something this big on a worker and then use the smaller plough to tidy up the field edges. But I figured, you know what? I've got sufficiently more horsepower than I think I've ever had on any of my farms so far. That heck, let's make use of it. Let's use the big cultiplow. Anyway, I think right now is probably a good plan. Oh, this is going to be something. I think I'm going to have to fix the top edge of that field again. Down here, it looks like we've got enough room to turn around for a short distance, but I am going to headland the last bit. I was thinking I can't hear the tractor. Got the volume turned way down low. I'm trying to think what else has been going on this week. I'm guessing Millennial Farmer still has a back problem. So we might not see any more videos from him this week. Plus it's a slow time of the year. And then it looks like, oh, Tom did some field repair. Took a roller out to roll out some of the ruts he'd created with heavy farm equipment on soggy wet fields, and ran the slurry tank over it as well. Quite a fun video. He did it. It was basically the grass repair all in one video. So the first half was him. I think he topped the grass, so high setting mower just to bring it all down to a manageable level. He rolled it and then showed the poop tank going out there with the dribble bar, and then sort of at the end of the video he said, well, that was like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and the last 5 minutes of the video was him letting the cows out into the field, and the grass looked really, really good and healthy, and the cows seemed happy with it too, so there was that. And then his Friday video was like 50 minutes long. I'm guessing it's the beef cattle shed being built, but I haven't had a spare 50 minutes to sit down and watch a Tom Pemberton video yet, so I haven't watched that one. But that's most of what I know. Obviously there's a lot of garbage going on in the UK. Does not look good. New Prime Minister appears to be clueless, incompetent, intentionally evil. Yeah, your point of view might vary, but good grief. When you've got young girls, 7, 8 year olds getting stabbed, and oh, it's no big deal, don't blame anyone for it. Sort of, you're coming at this from the wrong way, you're antagonizing people with that response. And then to say, if you respond to my blasé attitude, then you're an evil Nazi and we will arrest you. What are you doing? Like I said, it's either clueless incompetence or you really are an asshole. I mean, it's so funny that, the mayor of London, who has overseen a complete collapse in law and order, came out in the last week and said, I don't feel safe walking the streets of London. No hell. Neither does anybody else, and nobody else has, and they don't have security guards that you have. What makes you think? That's just... you did it. It's all your policies. And yet these clowns get voted in. So, what can you say? I'm sure we've got a lot of that coming up in our political discourse over the next 3 months, 2.5 months. Yeah. It's all a thing. So I did say there is the potential I might plant sugar beets in this field. We might have a small issue trying to harvest them. I mean, obviously the bigger a field, the easier it is to get those hulking great machines around it. And also, I don't know how much money we're going to have when it comes to harvesting sugar beets. Let's put that on there, that on there. Let's go look at the crop calendar. Sugar beets are plant in April and May, harvest October, November. So it's a long growing season. Harvest is not till well late in the year. Probably between second and third cut. Whereas the barley is going to be between first and second. Barley is harvested in September. First cut, no, it's going to be, barley is harvested immediately after second cut. And we're going to have a lot of it this year. And then, yeah. But I think that the farm has definitely, we've got to the point where money is easy, I think. I mean, 1.4 million. I've only spent 1 million on one field, one small forest, 2 fields, one small forest, and a partridge in a pear tree, and some heavy equipment. I mean, that sprayer wasn't cheap. And I've been saying I would like a self-propelled sprayer, and hey, now we've got one. And after we've done this job, I will be taking advantage of it, I think. Okay, I am guessing that the next row is going to bring us all the way to the top here. It's exactly along that first row, by the looks of it. I would say this has turned out to be a good piece of equipment. We're actually seeing, however, the Cultiplough's only 3% maintenance down. The tractor is 8, and that's the difference between 0 hours and 18.2 hours. This tractor, was this tractor new, or did I buy it used? I forget. Either way, I think I bought it used, but it was only like 7 hours used. I still have 450,000. So as I said, I was thinking about buying that field that's directly north of us and the one that's directly north of that, but I was kind of worried together they're about £480,000. And after buying the Cultiplough, we just don't have that cash.